A ho 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 and a jolly hooray as we approach closer to Christmas Day. But for a man in his kebab, all is not well, for he himself has a problem to quell. For a video he'll make on types of Lego game, ones that are great and others quite lame. However, all of these he does not possess, but unexpected others his problem they'll address. Right lads, man, it's Kebab here. It's that time of year again where we drink stale beer, wear jumpers with terrible puns, and wait 6 hours for a new game to install. Christmas is great. It's the only day of the year that you're actively encouraged to play video games. But see, like with everything in life, there is of course a catch. See, there is a limit on what games you can play. Not every family is going to exactly be happy when you walk in with a copy of World at War on the Wii. So we need a set of games that are both family friendly, but also don't force me to learn quadratic equations. Lego games and Keanu Reeves. Two things on the planet that are impossible to hate. Now, Lego games have been going since the early 90s, with titles like Lego Island and Lego Racers. However, these games really peaked in the mid to late 2000s and early 2010s, the period we will focus on today, where arguably all the best ones were released. So, where do we get started?
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Say, do I recognise you?
Nope.
Are you sure you're not like an old family friend, or we went to school together or something like that?
You don't know me.
Because you know, it's a bit weird when someone shows up to your house with a copy of the complete saga and disappears. Huh. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, widely regarded as the best Lego game. Many people don't realise this game is actually a mashup of two previous games, Lego Star Wars the video game 1 and 2, but this is the best way to play. The cantina serves as one of the most iconic hubs in all of gaming, and serves as the gateway into levels. These levels are incredibly fun and replayable, exploring episodes 1 through 6 of the Star Wars saga. The levels here are largely simple, platforming stages with some puzzles and a simple yet effective combat system, consisting of mashing the X button. Some levels also bring us into space combat and ground combat, using a variety of vehicles. Speaking of variety, this game includes over 100 characters from throughout the 6 movies, each having their own iconic death sound, however none of which compare to. This game really sets the status quo for all games going forwards, and showed even with their simplistic nature, these games still had appeal.
My name is Kebab. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, nice to... Wait, how did you find my house?
I brought you these.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, much appreciated.
This is the best day of my life. I've seen all of your videos, man. Miss Kebab.
Sorry to cut you off, but I've got to get back to this recording.
Every episode. Episode 3, where that controller show was very funny, by the way. And the Halloween one, oh my god. Episode 13.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
was
close
hilarious.
this. Bye. Traveller's Tales, the developers behind the Complete Saga, kept up this trend and produced more licensed games in the coming years, most notably Indiana Jones and Harry Potter. These games are pretty similar in concept and gameplay to the Complete Saga, however one thing to note is the humour here. This quirky, childish humour did exist in the Complete Saga, although here, it's much more prevalent. The humour here actually serves the game well. It's not going to have you rolling on the floor laughing, but it's not terribly corny either. These gags take the form of changing up a scene ever so slightly, or portraying the characters in a less serious and child-friendly tone. Other than that, there isn't too many changes here, with Harry Potter adding sub-levels in the form of classes, and Indiana Jones. Yeah, I don't know what this did.
Delivery for a man and his kebab.
But I didn't order anything.
Sign.
Okay then.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Both LEGO Batman 2 and LEGO Star Wars 3 add to the series by implementing big features and changes to move forward the franchise. The latter completely changes the gameplay, not only building on the space combat of the Complete Saga, but fleshes it out more by adding the ability to dismount. Large-scale ground battles were of course a big selling point of this game, introducing a very simplified real-time strategy vibe with the units and base building. In LEGO Batman 2, we see the first implementation of voice acting in LEGO games, adding more relatability to the characters. Both these games also featured large hubs, especially LEGO Batman, adding more explorative element to the game. Characters also have more abilities, meaning each one now has more value, and giving reason to pick one over another. something that didn't exist previously besides, oh, he looks cool. However, the levels here are a lot weaker. The length has been bumped up quite significantly, especially in LEGO Batman 2, with levels now taking up to half an hour to complete rather than 15 minutes. Some may see this as an advantage, however a lot of it simply feels like filler to bring up the game's length.
What now?
Hello, I bring gifts from the far west.
America?
No, Cork.
Yeah, that does make a lot more sense actually.
Here you go.
What is this?
LEGO Dimensions, you know, the best game ever.
To me, LEGO Dimensions signified the beginning of a downward spiral. Sure, the game was okay and had plenty of big licensed franchises, however, it was still just a LEGO game, and a very expensive game at that. The Toys to Life trend kinda died with this game. It didn't flop hard, but it's pretty clear it was nowhere near as successful as anticipated. The games released after this were not exactly great either. LEGO Batman 3 suffered from the problems of its prequels, however even more so with its incredibly drawn out levels. LEGO Jurassic Park and The Force Awakens had unique gimmicks, but nothing to make them stand out from the crowd. LEGO Worlds was an incredibly promising concept, but somehow made building LEGO boring, and I barely even got past the first level of LEGO Ninjago. LEGO games truly did face a sharp decline, whether it was the lack of innovation or simply the appeal had worn thin. The earlier games, especially the complete saga, are still looked back at with wide-eyed nostalgia. However, with Christmas here, maybe it's time to dust off these relics of the 2000s and listen to that joyous sound another 14 times. But the video is over. Who could that be? Dear Manners Kebab, we're glad you put these gifts to good use to spread holiday cheer, even though you did chase one of us across the field. He deserved it. From the Four Wise Men. Isn't there meant to be 3? For this, we present a gift. Oh, okay. Another nunchuck! A man can never have enough nunchucks. Is there anything else on this note? P.S. Duke Nukem guy said he'll see you soon. Why is there always a catch?